Hi there, and welcome to Warrior Canine Connection Unleashed. Today we have Patron, and we're going to be focusing on teaching our dogs the foundation of being respectful, responsible, and fun to be around. I've not worked with Patron here. He's looking at me as maybe a substitute teacher in junior high school, right? So he's gonna test me out, and that's okay. I'm going to first teach him how to take a treat and use manners. And you can see what he's doing. I have treats on this table, and he really wants them. Now, what you don't want to do is give your dog the impression that you're not in control of the treats. Now, if I take this treat and I start moving it away from him, what's my body language telling him? I'm not in control of these. So I have this treat in my hand, and I'm going to hold it down to his level. And once his nose catches on, he's going to see it. I'm not going to let him have it. I'm going to close my hand and see what he does. I'm going to wait for him to make eye contact. Yes! And I'm going to give him a treat from my other hand. And we're going to work on that a few times here. I'm going to put this treat down to his nose level. Yes! And he looked and made eye contact. So I'm going to give him another treat. And we're going to keep doing this until he catches on that you're not going to take a treat like that. Yes, you get a treat from looking at me. And I'm the one that's deciding when you get the treat. Yes, and see how fast he's catching on, right? Now we're going to take it up to the next level. I'm going to put this treat on the ground. Now he's making a decision right now. He has a little devil on one shoulder looking at that treat saying, I can get that. Yes, and that's the angel talking to him to make eye contact, right? Yes, they have to make decisions. And you don't want to prevent them from making decisions. If they never get a chance to make decisions, they'll never learn. And I'm going to pick that up. I'm not going to let them have that. Sit. Good boy. I'm going to praise him for that. Yes, my job as a trainer is to never let the little devil on his shoulder that tells him to grab that treat. I can't let that pay off. But when he listens to the angel, yes, he gets a treat every time. And the dog will start to learn to make decisions that are best for them and realize it's not going to work if I try to take that treat. Now what happens if I hold off on giving him a yes? Let's see what happens. Oh, there's the devil. There he is, good boy! And it's fun to watch how dogs are tempted, just like we are, to make bad decisions. And sometimes they do. But we want to shape their behavior to be disrespectful, to make good decisions. Good job. You're so good boy. Here. Yes! Oh, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Making some good decisions. You are making good decisions. Something that a lot of people with dogs have encountered. It's called counter surfing. When no one's looking and you have that piece of pizza that you've forgotten about and your dog says, what if I do? And they get up there and they have a delicious pizza, pepperoni pizza, and it gets rewarded and they want to keep doing that. Well, we have to teach them that that's not an option. So what we're going to do is put some treats on this counter here. So we're going to do the same thing that we did earlier. Hop. Hop. Yes! Now, as he was going to try to get those treats, I'm going to give the treats over here when I give them. I'm not going to let him get those treats. I have to be a little, yes! I have to be fast enough to make sure that he doesn't get that treat. And if he did, my job would be to get that treat out of his mouth before he swallowed it, which is not easy. Yes, good boy. Now again, we'll let him kind of wrestle with his good and bad decision making. Yes, good boy. Now what I'm going to do is stop. I don't want to be that hovering parent that's always watching him. Yes, good boy. That's a tough decision. That's a really tough decision. Good boy. Good job. Is he thinking, is he watching? You have to learn how to look out of the corner of your eye. Don't. Up. All it takes is one lick, and you're back to those thoughts again. Yes, good boy. You see that he's being a little bit more respectful. He's creating some distance between him and those treats. And anything that shows respect, we want to make sure that we appreciate it and let the dogs know that we're paying attention to them.
To train your dog to wait politely at doorways, begin by stopping at the threshold of an open door. As you stop, use a hand target to physically show them where the boundary is. Think of using your hand like it's a stop sign. If they blow past your hand target, you can also use your leg to block them. A realistic variation is to open the door as the dog waits next to you. In this context, you can use the door to block the dog if they choose to move forward without permission. Once the dog learns they need permission to enter a space, they will start to slow down as they approach the threshold. At this point, we want to reward them as they choose to remain on the same side. You can give multiple rewards during these repetitions as you work on increasing the dog's duration. Thanks. See you next time.